Hello, this is Byron, and the topic today is, once again, is retirement. I want to get this message out to everyone, basically the elderly, because I'm 60 years old. Now, I'm retired. I still have an active lifestyle. I want people to understand that once they retire, they can still have an active lifestyle. I went to play darts last night at a dart tournament, and I take care of myself. I take my walks. I walk through the park sometime. I I dress still to impress. I try to dress properly. As you see, I got my white hat on, white jogging pants, and all this stuff on. I try to keep myself, neat and looking decent when I walk out the house. Basically, what I'm saying is, just because I'm old, that don't mean you have to act old. Now, you should have a plan every morning when you wake up. Like I said, you should not want to stay in the house all day. That's a no-no. You got to have a plan almost every day, unless it's below zero cold outside, but still try to have something to do. Have yourself a plan. And that's what I do every day. Just a little bit about myself to update you. I play darts. I am a caregiver for my father. I study the stock market all day, every day. I manage a couple of buildings. I do so much. I exercise. When I get a chance, I'll sit back at home, watch me a movie and stuff like that. I clean a lot. My apartment is spotless. The apartment that I stay in, the building that I manage, is spotless. There's one more thing that I do that's very important. I told you I play darts. I have a lot of hobbies, basically. A lot of hobbies. And if you don't have a hobby, these days with technology, you can Google things to find out what's going on out there. Find yourself something to do. Don't give up on life. Do not give up on life. That's the main thing I want you to take from this little recording that the subject that I'm talking about. The final thing I do is I do YouTube videos. It's a hobby. It gives me something to do and to relay a positive message to everyone out there on all my videos. I try to send a positive message, and this gives me something to do. And it teaches me how to talk in front of a camera. That's hard, believe it or not. I'm learning to talk a lot better. I'm still have a long way to go. But this is a couple of things, to do. Don't let life beat you. That's the main thing. You don't want, if you find yourself at home, all of a sudden you're taking a naps all day and you staying in the house, and then all of a sudden it's nighttime. Then you wake up the next morning and do the same routine, and you never leave the house. You're letting life beat you. Don't let it beat life. It's easy to do, like I said, by getting yourself a hobby, or just finding things to do is easy once you really try to do it. Believe it or not, trust me on that. Trust me on that. There's a lot of elderly. I don't know if you noticed this. I brought this up on my last video. This is why a lot of elderly or people, after they retire, they go back to get a part-time job because they're bored. That's why they do it. And that is something to do. If you can't find anything to do, ain't nothing wrong with going back to get a part-time job. A lot of people think that's stupid because you worked most of your life. Why would you want to go back to work? They don't understand the way the elderly think. Jobs, something to do is so important. Younger people don't understand why older people go back and get a part-time job, because they think that your work world is over with. You shouldn't want to do that anymore, but they don't understand why you do it. That's the question. So if you got to go back and get a part-time job to keep your life interesting and to give you something to do it. Don't care what the young people think. That's something that you want to do, and that's something where you can keep busy. So I don't disagree with that at all. Don't accept nothing to do. When you wake up in the morning, don't accept that. A lot of people accept that. Find something to do, and that's important. And the kids, help your parents find something to do. This goes back to my other video about caretaking. The kids give up on their parents these days so quick, it seems like. It's kind of disgusting. So kids, your parents brought you into this world. They gave you life. Take care of them. Find them something to do. Help them find something to do. Now, some parents are stubborn. They don't want anything to do. There's really nothing you can do about that, but at least try. Okay? Because when I first retired, I traveled a lot. I spent a lot of money going into boats, stuff like that. But that stuff, you only get one check, a retirement check. That runs out. So that traveling gets boring and it's very expensive. You got to find other things in your area to do where it's not expensive. That's another thing. Find something to do that's not expensive. People don't understand when you're 20 through 65, you're working a 9-to-5 job, most likely, and your co-workers become part of your life. People don't see that. You see them just as much as you see your family. It's the honest truth. You see your co-workers. Sometimes you see them after work too, because you go out together. They become a big part of your life. And once you lose that void in your life, once you lose that, it's tough on you. You retire, you don't see them anymore. You don't have your job no more, no 9-to-5, nothing to do from 9 to 5. And that's a big void you have to fill in your life. That's why before you retire, this is one of the biggest messages I can get out there. Before you retire, you got to have a plan that's not expensive to give yourself something to do, because retirement, I said this before, I'm going to say it again. Retirement could be very, very dangerous if you have no plan and nothing to do. It really would. You don't notice it until the day you retire. I'm so happy to leave my job. Oh, I don't have to get up in the morning. Nobody can fire me and stuff like that. There's another way to look at it too. I'm telling you, think about it. There's a whole nother way to look at it. It's good that you made it through your job. You get your retirement check for the rest of your life. That's all beautiful. It is. But you still have to have something to do. I should write a book about this, because I'm going through what I'm talking about right now. I'm going through it. But fortunately, I found me some hobbies that take that, that void in my life. It kind of fills it up. Okay, stay with me here. Make sure you do your medical checkups, because this is something that a lot of people don't know, but a lot of people do. Your body heals itself a lot quicker when you're younger. Believe it or not, you could when you're 65, 70 years old, you could get a cold or a bad cold, and it seems like you're losing your life. Like your whole life is getting drained out of you, because your body is not healing as quick. You have that cold, instead of for 2 days, you have it for 2 weeks, and it could turn into pneumonia, and it could get worse if you don't take care of it. That's why you need to do your regular doctor checkups. You got to really take care of yourself. Do your walks and stop eating so much sugar and salt. Believe it or not. I know you've been enjoying it your whole life, but these are things that you have to stop doing or you're going to die. My brother told me this, and it's making a lot of sense to me. And I just want to relay this message to you. There's a lot of things you're not going to want to do, but you have to do once you get older, because your body is breaking down. As you get older, your body starts to break down. So you got to try to keep it as long as possible. Your body is nothing but a vessel that God gave to you that he wants you to take care of. That's all. He wants you to take care of this vessel that he gave you. And when you're young, it's amazing. You could do certain things and your body heals up right away. As you get older, it don't work that way anymore. I'm telling you. So everything I'm saying, try to let it sink in, because this can help you live a lot longer. Okay, one more subject I want to talk about is, okay, it's very important. I had it written down here. My father kept on telling me, and this is something I brought up earlier in this video, that he wanted to go back to work. Now he can't, because I'm his caretaker, by the way. He's 90 years old. He was born Christmas Eve, December 24th. His birthday is coming up. He said, Byron, I want to go back to work. And I thought it was the most stupidest thing. I said, Dad, you've been working since you were you worked from 15 years old to 70 years old. No, you're not working anymore. And I took what he said for granted, and I was wrong. And I told him this. I see why he wanted to go back to work. It's to fill a void in his life and to give him something to do. Because I can't emphasize this enough. If you don't have anything to do in this world and you just let that laziness catch up with you and you stay in the house all day and just slowly die, I'm gonna say it like that, you letting life beat you. But you have a choice in your mind. You don't have to do that unless you medically can't do anything. You know, you're older, you can't do it, you can't walk, can't see. See, my father can't walk and he can't see, he cannot do anything. That's why I'm gonna make another video about that to show how I take care of him, to give him something to do, to have conversations with him, to make sure he exercise, to make sure he eat his food, take his medicine. I make sure he do everything. I'm sacrificing my life, and believe it or not, I still got a chance to do my hobbies too. So a lot of kids think that if you take care of your parents or if you help out your parents, you're losing part of your life, because life can be, so enjoyable, partying and stuff. You could do both. Trust me, you could do both. Now, in conclusion on this video, I hope everything I said sink in. Please subscribe and like and share this video, because I want to make more videos to put this message out, because it is really deep in my heart, because I'm going through what I'm talking about, although I'm beating life instead of I'm letting life beat me. And like I said, try to share this. Even if you don't share this video, on YouTube, share it in people's ear. Tell people what I'm saying, because it's very important, because I see so many of my friends and family dying off because they're not doing this, what I'm saying right now. They're still drinking. They're eating a lot of sugar. They're eating